Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. Been a bit of burnout and a bit of exhaustion, and I just didn't have the space in my head. So here is part two, and the final part I should say, of the kitchen video. So last time the kitchen, we had the ceiling plastered, two of the walls plastered, and we had a bit more plastering to go, and we got there, and let's just take you through some photos. Okay, as you can see, we got the rest of the room plastered. Don't get me wrong, Matt was 3 times faster than I was, but we still got it done together, which was really good. And then it was just a waiting game for it to dry, in which time we picked up doing things around the doorstep, which you'll see in a second. We had to repair where there was a hole where the gas pipe used to be, paying particular attention to making sure that our finished floor level was exactly where we want it to be. And this took some real planning, and honestly, hat off to Matt for this. After that, it was paint, put the wires in place and start doing some plumbing, because everything then, this is a one weekend, had to be done for the installation of the units to start on the Monday. So Monday rolled around, I was then back to work, working shift work obviously. I came home and assisted Matt with a few bits, but most of it was Matt at this point putting the units together. He's done a lovely job. The week then progressed, the top cupboards went in, the extractor fan went in, I got the wiring in place, we did the pipe work. The flooring guy came and got all the flooring in for us, which matched up lovely with the original stuff, and we got some temporary worktops on so that we could at least use the kitchen while we were waiting for the finished article. And it's starting to really feel like a kitchen again now at this point. Really happy with the colour choice, and things progressed on. I got on with the extractor for the tumble dryer, got all that into place, which was a bit of a mission to be fair. I also got the water for the outside tap, the fridge and the washing machine in place, and then worktops were patterned and they turned up, which was lovely, except for this. There was a bit of an issue with a gap on the worktops, but this was all solved and new worktops did go in. Now my friend Matt, the builder, has done an absolutely fantastic job with this on the side. The cladding is hardy plank, hardy? Yeah, it is the hardy board stuff. But he picked up the fixings that were the same colour. We've got a nice little bit of framing going on here, and I'm really pleased with that. We've got a couple of little finishing bits to do around the outside, but that is right now a job for Ron. And if you're not aware who Ron is, Ron has a first name of Later. Anyway, all this is nicely done, everything's bricked up, everything is where it should be. I've still got some pipe work to sort down here, but that again, job for Ron. Really happy with how this looks, so let's take a look inside. Yeah, first thing you're going to notice over this side is a really big gap, because the fridge that's going to fill this gap is a bit too much at the moment. But still, let's see the kitchen. And here is the finished article. Everything is done. Cup of coffee waiting for the wife to come home from work. It's all in, it all works. Everything is doing what it should be doing. These bits here, remember I said the wife wanted this bit of wall for stuff? These might end up being the stuff. We have the black sink, we have the induction hob, the extractor's in, and it works. And ta-da! It all does what it should. It all works and it's all done. The flooring's done. The only cock up I've still got was here. Of all the things to mess up, I didn't quite get me sizes right with this piece coming down the wall here. And with it being behind the door, no one notices. So yes, the kitchen is done. The ceiling's in, the lights all work. Ta-da! Everything does what it should do. So that's the end of that one for now. Right now we are middle of November. The weather has turned. There is no chance of me getting any work done on the Mini until I build something that will go over the top of the Mini, so that it all stays dry. So that might have to go on the back burner. I've got a couple of DIY jobs to do. I'm going to try and get some stuff done on the 16 valve engine while the winter's on, because I can't get it in the car unless we get a nice dry patch. I mean, it snowed this morning, so yeah. Plan is finish off pending jobs with house, get back on with car ASAP. So only a brief video, but thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.